The tension and war currently gripping the Middle East are continuously expanding in scope. Be it the Gulf nations or other Muslim countries, Iran is consistently launching missiles, claiming that these nations are harboring America and hosting its military bases. The visuals we are currently showing on the screen behind me, which you should be able to see now, depict the terror unleashed by Iran across areas ranging from Tel Aviv to Haifa and Jerusalem. These are cluster munitions and projectiles falling by the dozens from the Israeli sky. Israel, which was previously touted as the safest region in the world with the most technologically advanced air defense system, is being effectively challenged by Iran. Looking at these images, it is becoming hard to distinguish between the cities of Iran and Israel. Narrator 2. Yes, and soon, it won't just be the cities of Iran and Israel. Even the distinction between Israel and Gaza might disappear. Indeed, preparations for such an outcome seem to be underway. It's not as if Iran isn't taking hits. They are. Reports indicate that in Iran's Kurdistan province, another girls' school has been attacked and its building destroyed in an Israeli strike. However, the damage occurring in and around Tel Aviv suggests that their defense systems, despite the massive claims made about them, have been overwhelmed by Iranian missiles. It wasn't just Israel's defense system at work. American defense systems were deployed there too. As media reports suggest, they were making these preparations throughout the period of ongoing talks to bolster their air defenses. But when the volume of missiles is this high, it's not a drizzle, it's a torrential downpour. How much can you really protect yourself? Every system has a limit. When missiles arrive in such numbers, the result is inevitable. Only smoke and destruction. This is an invitation they extended themselves. No one went to attack you. You brought this upon yourself. You provoked someone, and now that you have, you are being hit. As the saying goes, Mizani Mikhuri, if you strike, you will be struck. They warned repeatedly, if you kill us, be ready to take a beating. That is exactly what is happening now. There are no two ways about it. Narrator 1. Meanwhile, news surfaced that Israel ran low on interceptors for its air defense system. Ammunition was hurriedly sent from America after immediate permission was granted. But the question is, with the use of cluster bombs, interception is becoming nearly impossible. In a single warhead, you have one main unit and numerous submunitions falling simultaneously. No matter how many missiles the defense system fires, they are failing to catch these projectiles. Narrator 2. Exactly. These are cluster bombs, which we have mentioned several times in our reports. They are banned in many countries. Now that a full-scale war is on, Iran will face questions about why they manufactured them. But they had announced and demonstrated their existence multiple times, though they denied it occasionally. But as they say, all is fair in love and war. When your very existence is at stake, what else can be done? They likely have even more dangerous weapons in their arsenal. And is the opposing side not hitting girls' schools? Are they not martyring young girls? Did they not kill Iran's supreme leader using bombs weighing several tons? What about the plane that Iran used as a decoy, using 3D art and paintings to make it look like fighter jets were parked there? When the strike hit, it left a massive crater. If an actual human or machinery had been there, they would have been pulverized. Their attacks are equally heavy. American weaponry possesses immense power, and over the last few months, they have gathered massive bombs at air bases capable of being carried by fighter jets. Even previously, during a 12-day conflict, a B-2 stealth bomber was used to drop tons of explosives on Syed Hassan Nasrallah, creating a crater so deep it went through several underground levels. So, when they strike, it's considered justified, but when the other side strikes, there is an outcry? That won't work anymore. This is now a war of equals. There's no room for such outcries. He who strikes will be hit. That was their declaration from the start. Narrator 1. Let's talk about the Gulf countries. Videos have been released by the Saudi Arabian military showing their state of readiness. Similarly, the Kuwaiti army released videos an hour or two ago showing their preparations. Interestingly, Pakistan reportedly told Iran, "Do not strike Saudi Arabia because we have a defense agreement and we will have to intervene for them." Yet, Iran isn't backing down. They have struck the Prince Sultan Air Base and an international airport. The volume of missiles continues to rise, and Iran shows no sign of stopping. Reports also suggest that the Kurds might get involved on the ground, with America ready to fund them. Narrator 2. Two things are emerging here, Divyanshu. On one hand, there are talks of the Kurds coming in with backup from Syria, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia. On the other hand, the Kurdish leadership has reportedly refused, stating they don't want to get involved and that their only goal is creating a separate Kurdistan. However, if America pressures them with promises, perhaps suggesting a regime change in exchange for land in the future, they might act. They are proxies. Since America and Israel won't put boots on the ground, they simply can't, they will try to use these Arab groups as proxies. But Iran's own resistance groups will also descend and fight. It will be a direct clash. Iran is ready for this. Abbas Araghchi himself said, "Come, we are waiting. Show us you can stand on this ground. And if you won't come yourself, but try to send someone else through conspiracy, try that too." They are prepared for every scenario. When their public stays on the streets from Friday morning through the night, fearless and in the millions, what does the military have to fear? That is the big question. Narrator 1. Looking at these videos, one wonders, is there any defense system in the world that is 100% or even 90% secure? Even if it's 70% effective, everything has crumbled before Iran's missiles. We mention this because systems like the American THAAD or the Iron Dome are sold on the promise of absolute security. These are massive defense deals. Countries wait in long lines to buy them because of their supposed quality. But look at these images from Tel Aviv. You don't see any interceptors. Looking at these visuals, one has to ask, is this Gaza? Is this Tehran? Or is this Israel? Narrator 2. History repeats itself, and just 1 year later, it has. Last Ramadan, you were striking Gaza without distinguishing between civilians and Hamas. Your argument was that you wanted to eliminate Hamas leadership and destroy the organization entirely. You didn't spare anyone. Today, those same scenes are visible in your own cities. Time is a wheel, it comes back around in different forms. The real footage of the destruction in Tel Aviv is yet to surface. These are just clips people recorded and posted. On the day official figures are released, the world will see the scale of the devastation, though I am certain Israel will never officially release it. Given their censorship and their insistence on not admitting losses, where they highlight the enemy's damage but hide their own, they likely never will. Narrator 1. We will return shortly with more updates. Stay tuned to Live Hindustan.